Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another video. As you may have noticed, we've made some changes to our channel. We have now moved from Off the Beaten Path to a new brand we're calling Hideaway Homestead Ranch. And that is now, our new home, This is where we are now. So let's get into it. When we first started Off the Beaten Path YouTube channel, it was pretty much to document us trying to find a homestead land. If you've seen our first couple of videos, we were literally walking with realtors to check out some properties. Me and Ashley are both from Southern California, and we knew we wanted to move out of state, but not too far away. We both have family and friends back home, so we didn't want to be super far away. So Arizona sparked our interest, and we started exploring. We came up to the northern Arizona area and did some glamping, and just to check out the towns and the cities and everything that northern Arizona has to offer. And we liked it. We liked it a lot, so much that we started checking out properties. Now, we anticipated that finding a property would take actual several months, just a property that fits our needs, was within our budget, all the kind of things. So we thought we would be looking for properties for a while, and that's why we kind of started Off the Beaten Path. It was just us kind of figuring that out, and we actually got lucky and found this property relatively quick. It was only like, I don't know, maybe 2 months of searching, and we negotiated terms with the realtor and the owner, and negotiated some pretty good terms that we liked. It fit our budget. We came up here, walked the property with the realtor, and we said okay. Got into escrow, closed escrow of July of 2024, and we started the process of slowly moving all of our stuff over here. And then we officially moved here full-time in March of 2025, so beginning of this year. And it's currently November. We've only been here, what is it, like 8 months, something like that. And yeah, we're here full-time. Ashley has landed a nice remote working job, so she is pretty busy most of the time, and I work on the property, trying to get us comfortable, get us set up, things like water, power, and just a comfortable living situation, which is we ended up getting the camper trailer because the cabin behind me just needed a lot more work than we were willing to deal with. Alright, so I kind of wanted to get into what our vision is for Hideaway Homestead Ranch. If you've been watching and following along, you've seen that we've been kind of just setting up some of the basics around here on the homestead. Just getting some of the essential things, water, power, and our living situation. Moving forward into the new year, we want to focus on getting some livestock here, starting to grow things more like some garden beds and things like that. Ashley really wants to ramp that up as well this coming year. And then more infrastructure. There's going to be several years of infrastructure that needs to be built around here, just as things develop and things grow. So one big project is we want to build a carport over the camper trailer, which is pretty much our home now. We don't want to start renovation on the cabin just yet because we have a few different ideas of what we may want to do with that, and not quite turn that into, you know, our home. We don't know yet. We may not. Another thing I want to start working on next year is some fencing. Currently our 40 acres has no fencing, and we do get a lot of free range cattle that come around and, you know, just do what they do around here. But we want to start fencing off just the cabin and the property, so probably just a couple of acres, not the whole 40 acres. Probably around like 5 or 6 acres. Not a whole lot. But again, that's going to be all next year. On top of probably increasing our water storage and hopefully getting into some rainwater catchment. I really want to get into that. And upgrading power, you know, as our power needs grow, we can keep increasing our solar power. I also want to play with maybe some wind energy, you know, getting a wind turbine out here, because northern Arizona is pretty windy throughout the year. So that's primarily what we got going on. Alongside of us, you know, like I mentioned before, our baby's on the way. You know, she's going to be here beginning of the new year, and both of us being new parents and trying to raise a child out here off grid. I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be very fun, and just a different experience from both me and Ashley's upbringing. So we're really excited for that. If you're new to the channel, you know, welcome. This is going to be now a transitioning period from, you know, our beginning journey, which was off the beaten path, to our future plans and our future goals, which is going to be our Hideaway Homestead Ranch. So that being said, you know, we welcome everybody. Please follow along, you know, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. There's going to be a lot more projects and stuff that's going to be coming in the future. You know, winter is coming and we will be slowing down a little bit, and then once baby gets here, we're going to be slowing down for that as well, just to kind of get acclimated with having an infant. But pretty much once next spring rolls around, we're going to be kicking into high gear again and starting more infrastructure and all the things that we need around here. So join along, hit the subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what you're interested in, let me know what you guys think. We've got a new logo, new website, Instagram. Everything's pretty much the same. We just changed the name of everything, so it's not like you need to go subscribe somewhere else or something like that. We just pretty much did a name change. So yeah, appreciate you guys checking out this video and following along with us so far, but a lot more to come, and we will see you very soon.